Mathematics Class 12 Chapter 6 Application of Derivatives Exercise 6.4 Question 1 we have completed. Question number 2, find the approximate value of f 2.01 where fx is equal to 4x square plus 5x plus 2. 2.01, so I'll divide into x and delta x. X I will take as 2 and delta x will be 0.01. Okay, sum of this should come 2.01. fx is given to you. I'll take this and differentiate. When you differentiate, 4x square will become 8x and 5x will become 5. X is 1. After that, we know this formula, delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x minus fx. I'll transfer fx here. So here remains fx plus delta x is equal to fx transfer plus fx plus delta y. I'll put the value x as 2 plus 0.1 equal to fx square. Here also x value you put. So x value is 2, 2 square. Here will come 2, here will come 2, and here dy by this is 8x plus 5 and delta x value is 0.01. So place this value. Then here 2 into 2 is 4. So 4 into 4, 5 into 2 is 10. This 2. 8 into 2 plus 5.01. 8 into 2 is 16 plus 5 which is 21. And 16 plus 18 is 28. Okay, sum up together you get 28.21. So that is the approximate value for f of 2.01. That is the answer for question number 1. Question number 2. Question number 3. Find the approximate value of f of 5.001 where fx equal to x cube minus 7x square plus 15. Okay, same way you have to find it. So here x I will take here 5.001. So take x equal to 5 and delta x will be 0.001. Differentiate these functions. So I differentiate, this is 3x square minus 7 into 14x plus 0. I'll put the value here 5. So I put here x equal to 5. So 5 square is 25. 14 into 5 is 70. This is difference. 75 minus 70 is 5. Then I'll find fx. Fx is this function. I'll put f of 5. Put 5 cube 7 into 5 square plus 15. 5 square is 25. 5 cube is 125. Simplify, you get minus 35. Then again delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x minus fx. Fx you transfer here. So here remains f of x plus delta x. This fx is here plus delta y. Fx value you found minus 35. I place here minus 35. dy by dx is this one 3x square minus 14x, but that value is 5. So I place 5. And delta x value is 0.001. So you put here 0.001. And here x value 5, here delta x is 0.005, that comes to be 5.001. This you multiply 0.05, this is minus 35, this is minus, this is plus, so difference is minus 34.995. So this is the approximate value for question number 3. Question number 4. Find the approximate change in the volume V of cube of side x meters caused by increase in the side by 1%. Here only you have to find approximate change, not the approximate change value. Okay, approximate change, that means change in the volume, that is delta V you have to find. Okay, only delta V is asked here. So now increase in the side by 1%. So you can write that is a delta x. 1% of x can be 1x by 100. X by 100. Okay. Volume of the cube of a side x meter is V is equal to x cube. Differentiate, so V is dV by dx equal to 3x square. Then change in the volume, delta V is equal to dV by dx into delta x. This is the formula. Delta V is equal to dV by dx delta x. dV by dx is this value 3x square. Delta x is this one x by 100. Okay, simplify 3 divided by 100 is 0.03. X square into x is x cube, that is, and the volume change, so meter cube. So that is the answer for question number 4. Question number 5. Find the approximate change in the surface area of a cube of side x meter caused by decrease in the side of 1%. Here side is decreasing by 1%, that means we will take negative. So it is a delta x equal to minus 1% of x, so minus x by 100, just like the previously. Surface area of the cube of a side x meter is a equal to 6x square. Differentiate with respect to x, so dA by dx equal to 6 into 2, 12x. Now change in the surface area of the cube, that is delta A is asked. dA by dx into delta x. dA by dx is 12x, delta x is minus x by 100. This value, simplify, you get minus 0.12 x square. This is meter square. So that is the approximate change in the surface area of the cube. Next one, question number 6. If the radius of the sphere is measured as 7 meter with an error of 0.02 meter, then find the approximate error in calculating its volume. Here let V, R, delta R. R is the radius, delta R is the error, and V is the volume of the sphere. R is given to you 7 meter, delta R is given to you 0.02, and then volume of the sphere, we know the formula, 4 by 3 pi r cube, differentiate with respect to r. So dV by dr is equal to 4 by 3 pi, r cube is 3r square, 3 curves, so you get 4 pi r square. Then approximate error in calculating volume is delta V is equal to dV by dr into delta r. dV by dr is this value 4r square and delta r 0.02. Put the value and r value you put as 7. So when you put value you get 3.92 pi, and this is volume, so meter cube. Okay, so that is the answer for question number 6. Question number 7. If radius of a sphere is measured as 9 meter with an error of 0.03 meter, then find approximate error in calculating its surface area. Let r and delta r be the radius and error in the radius of the sphere. R is given to you 9, delta r is given to you 0.03 meter in the question. Now surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. Differentiate with respect to r. So you get dA by dr is equal to 8 pi r, because r square is 2r, so 8 into 2 into 4 is 8, so 8 pi r. Approximate error in calculating area is delta is equal to dA by dr into delta r. dA by dr is this value 8 pi r, and delta r is 0.03. Put the value, and r value is also given to you 9. So put all the values, you will get 2.16 pi meter square. So that is the error in calculating the surface area. Question number 8. If f of x equal to 3x square plus 15x plus 5, then approximate value of f 3.02 is selection. Okay, they are given the choose the correct. So I'll take x equal to 3 and delta x equal to 0.02. From this, what is given to what approximate value we have to find. Then fx is this, differentiate first. So 3x square derivative is 6x, 15x is 50. Then I want to find 3 at 3. So put the value of x equal to 3. So put the value, you get 33. Then fx also we find in this function of fx, you put x equal to 3. So we get 77. Then we know this formula, f of x plus delta x is equal to fx plus delta x. Okay, put the value of x as 3 and delta x is 0.02. fx value we have found here 77. Delta x is written as dy by dx into delta x. So dy by dx is 33 and delta x is 0.02. Put the value, simplify, you get 77.66, and that is the option number D. Question number 9. Approximate change in volume of cube of side x meter caused by increase in side by 3% is, we have to again select the correct option. Okay, so here given to you delta x is equal to 3% of x, that is 3x by 100, and volume of the cube is x cube. Differentiate, dV by dx equal to 3x square. Approximate change in the volume, it is delta v is equal to dV by dx into delta x. dV by dx is this 3x square and delta x is 3x by 100. Simplify, you get 9x cube by 100 equal to 0.09 x square meter cube, and that is the option number C. Okay, that is third option. So this is the end of exercise 6.4. We'll see next is maxima and minima. So first definition is maximum and minimum value. Let f be function defined on interval I. Then f is said to have maximum value in I if there exists c belongs to I, such that f of c is greater than fx for all x belongs to I. So if you are given a function, okay, f is a function given to you, and there is a point c, and for if you put this value c in your given function, then the value fx answer you get, that is greater than all the values in the interval I, then we call that fx is a maximum value at point c. Okay, and minimum is f is said to have a minimum value if there exists c belongs to I, such that f of c is less than fx. So when you put c in your given function, that value comes lesser than all the values of x belonging to I. Then we call fc as minimum value at x equal to c point. F is said to have extreme values if there exists a c belongs to I, such that f of c is either maximum or minimum value in I. So if it has got either minimum or maximum, it has got an extreme value in I. If f is a real valued function and c be a function point in its domain, if of the domain of f, then number 1, c is called point of local maxima if there is h greater than 0, such that f of c greater than or equal to f of x greater than for all x belongs to c minus h, c plus h. So here h is a small number, okay, and c is a point in the given domain. Then you find the value of f of c in the small interval c minus h, c plus h. In the small interval, if f of c is the greater than all the values of x, then we consider it has got a local maxima. And opposite, if c is called point of local minima, if for h greater than 0 there exists f of c less than equal to f of x for all x belongs to c minus h, c plus h. So in the small interval c minus h, c plus h, f of c is less than all the values. Then we consider that it has got a local minima. Okay, and local maxima means f of c is greater than equal to f of x. Theorem 2. If f is a function defined on open interval I, c belongs to I, b point, if f has local minimum or maximum at x equal to c, then either f dash equal to 0 or f is not differentiable at c. So if f dash equal to 0, then we can find the local maxima and local minima, and that point we call it as a critical point. Now we have got two ways of finding the maxima and minimum. Okay, so the first one is first derivative test. Let f be function defined on an interval I, then let f dash x changes sign from positive to negative as x increases through c, then c is point of local maximum. See here f dash c is 0. Okay, so here this f dash c changes the sign. If it is positive and it becomes negative, so this we call it as a point, this we call here. Okay, see, if this one is my function, for example this is a curve, this f dash x equal to f dash c equal to 0. Here the function is coming from here, passing from here. Here we know this is the increasing function, this decreases. Increasing function means f dash x has to be greater than 0, decreasing means f dash x has to be less than 0. So we can say that f dash x changes its sign from here, it is greater than 0, here is negative. So we can say this point is point of maximum. Okay, and same way here, if the function is if this is decreasing, so f dash x is less than 0, and here increasing, so f dash x is greater than 0, and it will be at this it is 0. So we say that here from negative to positive, so this is the local minimum. Okay, here I have written f dash x changes sign from negative to positive as x increases through c, then c is point of local minimum. F dash x does not change sign as x increases through c, neither point of local or local maximum or local minima, and this point is called point of inflection. Okay, you can just look at this graph once again. This is f of x. Okay, this is once again we can just look here that as you can see here, now we have studied that if this function is increasing, then f dash x is greater than 0. Function is decreasing, f dash x is less than 0. So you can see here it is increasing, here it is decreasing. At this point it is 0. Okay, so it is changing the sign from positive to negative, so maximum. Here it is decreasing, so f dash x is less than 0, and here increasing, so f dash x is greater than 0. So here it is 0, here it is greater than 0, positive, here negative, here it is changing the sign. At this point we call local minimum. Okay, so we keep this much. We have got second derivative test also, we shall look it study next time. Thank you very much.